Welcome to VAR India News Hour. Enterprise security in the post-pandemic era. During the pandemic, leaders saw a surge in cyber attacks of all kinds and associated shifts in budgetary reallocation to enable the businesses. Protecting the distributed workforce and increased use of cloud services are the top priorities for security, and most leaders believe that cybersecurity directly contributed to their organization's innovation and competitive edge during the pandemic. As the landscape continues to shift, CEOs and CISOs are investing in SASE and Zero Trust. In fact, the bad guys were working to exploit the vulnerabilities created when millions of employees were forced to flee outside the corporate firewall, working from home with a hodgepodge of Wi-Fi connections. Cybersecurity and data security have been a priority for business leaders for many years. Yet, despite investments in security controls, cyber attacks keep coming. The provision of an adequate data security backbone and a robust enterprise-wide security culture have become central concerns for CISOs as a result of the pandemic, with new business demands, changing working environments, the extended network, and an ever-evolving data footprints. With the remote working going to stay, more than data ever before will now be generated outside the traditional secure work environments. Enabling safe user and data access will be critical. The sheer volumes involved will make it more difficult to protect sensitive information and will drive an urgent need for more inclusive and automated forms of data protection to offset this. COVID-19 accelerated digital transformation, that is, the move to the cloud, the move to remote working, and the extension of the enterprise network. The result has been the disappearance of infrastructure perimeters with multiple data vulnerabilities exposed across extended enterprise networks, an explosion in data, and fresh challenges in managing data security across these networks. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Twitter locked the official account of Indian National Congress. Twitter has locked the account of Indian National Congress for violating its rules, whereas the Indian National Congress has criticized Twitter for locking them out of their accounts on the platform. Rohan Gupta, the head of social media for Congress, alleged that Twitter had taken the step at the direction of the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, adding that the firm had also suspended profiles of several of the party's senior leaders. In a statement, a Twitter spokesperson said the company's rules are enforced judiciously and impartially for everyone on their service. Daily Hunt's parent raises $450 million, value breaches $3 billion. Verse Innovation Private Limited, the parent company of online news and content firm Daily Hunt and short video app Josh, has raised $450 million as a part of its new Series I funding round, just around 6 months after it secured Series H funding. Verse Innovation said in a statement that its valuation has more than doubled in the past 5 months. The company will use the fresh capital to consolidate its position in the content space and deepen and broaden its artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science capabilities. Daily Hunt's operating revenue reaches Rs 286 crores in FY20 and the losses jump to Rs 400 crores mark, whereas Versa Innovation's valuation stands at nearly $3 billion. Iridius enters the latest unicorn club by securing $650 million investment. Iridius has become the 23rd startup to join the Unicorn Club in 2021 by raising $650 million in a new round led by Accel Partners and SoftBank Vision Fund 2. According to Iridius, the latest round, possibly Series E, is a mix of primary and secondary in which the company has reached a post-money valuation of $3.2 billion. The fresh proceedings will help Iridius in acquisitions across India and overseas. Indian tech sector has the potential to have 500 plus companies to have Rs 5,000 crore business, says Rajiv Chandrasekhar. There is a potential to increase the number of Indian technology companies that have revenue of Rs 5,000 crores and above to 500 to 600 from the current 25 in the next 3 to 4 years, said Rajiv Chandrasekhar, MOS of Electronics and IT. We should have an ambition, and it's a realizable ambition, he said, while addressing the annual session of industry body CII. He said that the number one priority of the ministry is about expanding the digital economy to $1 trillion, and the government will work towards simplifying cyber laws for ease of doing business and focusing on high-tech like quantum computing and artificial intelligence. India can't become world's next factory by copying China, says Amitabh Kant. Amitabh Kant, Niti Aayog CEO, said India can never become the next factory of the world by copying China, but can by having its own model of low-cost green power, which is recognized by the world. We have always got into sunset areas of growth. This is the time to get into sunrise areas of growth, Kant said in an event organized by CII. Calling upon industry to set ambitious targets for itself and focus on hydrogen, high-end batteries and advanced solar panels, Kant said India Inc. has to go digital, become lean, focus on skilling and invest in green technologies if it wants to compete with the best in the world. That's it for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Stay tuned. Thank you.